it was suggested to me by a few people that I should actually finally watch a Sh0eOnHead video. And I'm gonna be for real with you, I think I've only watched one of her videos before, and that was like 4 years ago. And I don't remember what it was about. So I don't actually regularly watch Sh0eOnHead. So I'm gonna be in for like a real treat here, a real surprise. And I've tried to not let her latest video be spoiled for me, which, you know, speaking of that, I'm actually really late to the party because her video came out like, what, 5 or 6 days ago? And people have probably largely already watched it, but listen, you know, it's only 30 minutes long and I yap a lot, so let's go over here. Let's go look at Sh0e's face. She has a very pretty face, don't you think so? She has a very pretty face. Hang on. Let me, like, get comfy. I don't truly know what her political alignment is, which I'm just right of center. Like, I'm not actually fully right-wing, but the left has lost their mind. And I'm definitely not left-wing. You know what I'm saying? I think I have been designated a chud, but I don't quite know what the prerequisites are to be a chud, but I am one, so hello my fellow chuds. My fellow chuds. I should probably get this going. Populist center. Oh, that's not bad, that's good. Populist is good. She is one of the survivors of the YouTube skeptics. That's it. See, I call it atheist community, YouTube skeptics. And that was, again, taken over, like, completely hijacked by feminists. And then that's a whole fucking cauldron of bullshit there from the past. Like, when shit morphed into atheism plus, and then there were skeptics and shit like that. It got mega gay, but, you know. I blame Reddit, mostly. You were a chud in the big list. I was. Anyway, you guys, I've been talking enough. And we can still keep talking, but I'm gonna play this. Are you ready? So, this right here is titled Cult of the Crybullies, Why People Hate, quote-unquote, the Left. And I am actually very genuinely interested in what she is going to be saying. So, let's go.
Welcome to another episode of What the Hell is Going On?
Her pretty voice is quite loud. Hold on a second there, Sh0e. Hold on, Sh0e. Don't be yelling in my ears, lady. It's okay, listen. I'll enjoy your dulcet tones at a comfortable level here. Alright, let's try it.
Going on with your host, Ugly Belle Delphine. Now, before you ask,
what?
Yes, there is an Epstein Files video coming out. I feel like everyone has, like, streamer brain nowadays, and, like, every fucking video has to be breaking news in order to get the most views. But I am taking my time with it. I'm sure you understand, there is a lot happening.
You know, with this anti-Semitic culture right now, she voted against a resolution condemning.
Oh,
is
really?
Jewish.
I
just want to be clear.
Do you want to go there, Attorney General? Do you
to
want to go there? Are you serious? Talking about anti-Semitism to a woman who lost her grandfather in the Holocaust.
Your country.
I watched some of that shit with Pam Bondi. I forgot all about that happening, but I just want to say real fast, Pam Bondi, in my opinion, needs to get the fuck out. Like, she should have been gotten away with, or not gotten away with, but like, done away with forever ago. Like, why are we, being from Florida, having to deal with the Bondi family? I speak from experience whenever I'm like, the Bondis are not ideal, like, at all.
Sir. Anyway, let's just forget about these satanic billionaire pedophiles running the world, and let's talk about some internet drama, shall we? Because that is what's really important. For a little over a decade now, the most inane things can get you called a racist or a Nazi on the internet, to the point where these words hold little to no meaning anymore. It's so bad that when someone is called a racist or a Nazi online, I'm immediately like, oh, what funny joke did they tell? But ladies and gentlemen,
yeah,
we
really
officially come to the point. We're not saying anything. Also, makes you a racist Nazi. For the few of you watching this channel who are employed, there's a very popular Twitch streamer named Emiru. She's a cosplayer and just kind of a fun, chill, normie video game streamer. Well, the other day, someone in her chat asked her opinion about ice, and this is what she had to say.
Like, there's a certain extent where I'm like, okay, sure, I get people wanting big content creators to, like, say their opinions on, like, important topics. I get that, right? But it's like, if you need a streamer who doesn't even know anything about politics to tell you about politics, you probably just need to get off the internet.
In a world where it seems like—
Alright, so my honest take as to why that was such a bad thing that Emiru said that is because, one thing I've come to understand is that terminally online lefties are hell-bent on trying to, I mean, obviously create a narrative, have an agenda, keep like, toe water for their agenda, but they need to be able to use optics. It's like, oh, Emiru said the thing and we all agreed with her. Take that, chuds. They're very obsessed with optics. I mean, it's another reason why Hassan is such a laughable fool. And then like, I mean, look at how they want to use people in order to, like, look at how they attacked Kirsha. Like, bad. Like, horrendously, terribly bad. Attacked Kirsha. In order to appeal to normies, and it's like, hey, see how we're being the good guys? Yeah, so you should totally come and validate us. Like, it is fucking, like, it's a whole mess of bullshit, and what Emiru said, there was nothing wrong with it at all. Like, you should honestly be getting your opinions from me, who is a 2D woman on the internet, because I matter, okay? I'm so much more important than these trans and 3D women, these fleshy women. But I just wanted to say that because it is completely egregious that they went to Emiru and they're like, say things so we can use it in our favor. And when she wouldn't, it was like, oh, well then you're just a Nazi. You're a Nazi sympathizer is what you are. Like, it is disgusting behavior. Anyway, I'll keep going.
Every single celebrity is just screaming their political takes completely unprompted. This was a refreshing thing to hear. Seems like a pretty sane, rational, inoffensive thing to say, right? Wrong. This short little clip where she ironically tried to avoid controversy ended up being one of the most controversial dramas this year. I feel like—
I just want to say that there's a contingency of people that nobody else likes, and they have conglomerated together, and they will try to mass manipulate other people, mostly emotionally, into doing what they want. And that's exactly what happened. It's, I mean, these same freaks, like, freaked out about the dude who created the Mugenics game because he fucking dared retweeted Emiru, if you guys remember.
Decades worth of news has happened in the past, like, 2 months, don't you? Every day there's like a breaking story of the most insane shit you've ever heard in your life. And everyone is expected to have a fully formed opinion on every single breaking story. There's pressure to react, to pick a side, to condemn, to defend. But the reality is, when a story first breaks, we're usually not seeing the full picture. And that's why for years now, I have been using today's sponsor, Ground News. So let's quickly give them a shout out before we jump into today's video, shall we?
Hold on, let me hear a little bit about this. I'm always open to, like, news sources to get news from. Wait a second.
Ground News is a website and an app that lets you see how news stories are being covered all across the political spectrum, from left, right, and center. Every story comes with a quick visual breakdown of political bias, ownership, and headlines that helps you understand the full story and really make sure you're getting both sides. They really make it fun and easy to compare headlines to see how political bias and media ownership can affect the framing of a story. For example, let's take a look at this one about how RFK admits he used to snort cocaine off toilet seats. If you look it up on Ground News, a right-wing headline covers it like this: RFK revealed why he wasn't scared of COVID. It was a legendary answer.
Alright, I get
it. And
now
let's get back to
We'll skip it.
video. In this video, we are going to talk about the drama surrounding Emiru, the people trying to cancel her, the mistake the left is making by embracing cancel culture again. We're gonna read some insane, hilarious tweets, of course, and then we will talk about my personal experience with these people. And what do I mean by these people? I mean the cult of the crybullies.
Yeah. I just want to say, when there's some shit that goes down, and if you, like, big happenings are occurring, right? And if you just, even if you see them on Twitter, if you just take a short jaunt over to Reddit, you will read some of the most hellacious fucking things. I know you guys are all aware of it, but I like to be in the thick of it. Do you know what I'm saying? I like to, like, look at this atrocious fucking display of human psyche. And they're wanting to say things that there's a lot of like, oh, the right wing does it, which is a lie, whatever it is, so they can justify being awful back. It's like, oh, this guy said the N-word, therefore we must destroy his fucking life. Like, it's that type of thing, and it is wow, crazy. It's Reddit brain, I guess. I don't know, cancel culture brain. I'll keep it rolling.
I'm sorry if I sound even more like a prepubescent boy in this video. I am a little bit sick, but I am here, slaving over a hot laptop for you. If you guys saw my last video, you know I am quite critical of ICE. I don't think we should abolish them, of course, but I think it is good and healthy to criticize your government. I am a political culture war commentator. I talk about political topics often. People come to me to hear my political opinions. But not everybody wants to be a political YouTuber or streamer. And not everybody wants to listen to a political YouTuber or streamer. Sometimes we just want to have fun and talk about other things. There are lots of other things to talk about. Sometimes we want to look at funny memes or watch funny videos without having politics shoved down our throat. So a lot of people—
I gotta tell you what, the people who do politicize everything, like the type of people that went after Emiru, are some of the most depressing people in the fucking world. I mean, being around so much negative shit on Twitter, like, really depresses the shit out of me, but and I also talk about a lot of it all the time, but I try to make it funny, snarky, because I do have, like, a lot of spite in my heart for this type of shit, but, like, I don't know, like, trans allies and whoever the fuck else that want to politicize everything. Like, there's more to life than sowing discord and creating division, you know? There's more to it.
People thought it was really refreshing when a cosplay streamer was basically like, I don't want to talk about politics. Why are you coming to me for politics? It was a perfectly sane, rational opinion, so of course, like, half the internet had a problem with it. It's just not that hard to say f ICE.
These are people who don't obey boundaries. They don't obey boundaries like that. That's it. Like, these are fucked up people.
It's really not that hard to say f ICE, to be honest. Is it so hard to just say f ICE? It's really not hard to say f ICE. Jesus Christ, how hard is it to just say f ICE? How hard is it to just say f ICE? How hard is it to just say f ICE?
It's like they're bots.
Oh my god.
Like, it's all a hive mind of bots.
It's not hard. Is it so hard to just say the line? Say the line! Say it! Jesus Christ, like, at this point, even if Emiru did want to, like, abolish ICE, even if she really did think f ICE, she shouldn't say it. Like, I wouldn't say it at this point, because this is just, like, this is creepy. This is like a horde of zombies chasing after you.
Yeah.
Hey, it's actually super easy to stream and have opinions. I'll show you. F ICE, f Donald Trump and everyone in his administration, f Elon Musk, free Palestine, US is on stolen land built by stolen people, Luigi did nothing wrong, abortion is healthcare, leave trans people the f alone.
Honestly, most people don't care about the opinions of vegan people or, like, these pretentious cocksuckers. Like, no one actually cares except for their own hug box. And so it honestly seems like the collective hive mind realizes that their numbers are dwindling, so they need to, like, go pressure other people to have those same opinions as them. Goyim in abundance. Yeah. It is unironic NPC behavior, and oh, let me fucking tell you guys something. There was a dude I used to know on the internet, and I was going the fuck off about NPCs, because it's one thing to be a normie. I mean, look at me, I'm super plugged in. It's not fun, you know? And I was talking about NPCs, and he just straight up unfriended me everywhere. And he was someone who got his opinions from feminists. Like, he didn't even keep up with the news. He just listened to the emotional outpour that was going on, and it's like, brother, tell me you did not have a father without telling me. All right.
Alone.
These people literally just speak in bumper stickers, dude. Just like copy pasting the internet leftist starter pack. What the hell am I looking at? I hate the Reddit ass. Hey, it's super easy. It's crazy, like 1,000 years ago, this
I gotta say that Sh0e also has very pretty teeth. I know that sounds weird, but she has very pretty teeth.
dude's ancestors were hunting mammoths. And now he's on here like, Men should not be speaking like this. I'm sorry. We need another war. The post that really seemed to kick this all off was made by Denims, the self-described largest female political streamer. Only because I don't stream, Denims. Only because I don't stream. Anyway, I don't have any, like, personal beef with Denims. This isn't, like, an own Denims video. We used to be kind of cool years ago, but, she apparently has some opinions on Emiru, so let's hear her out.
Never thought I'd see the day we'd be fence-sitting the modern Gestapo.
First of all, she's not fence-sitting. She's just choosing not to talk about politics. Like, in order to fence-sit, you actually have to say something.
Well, hang on there. She went with a buzzword that sounded really cool, and she's just a woman in Hassan's orbit, okay? She can use buzzword a little.
Like, she didn't even say anything. Like, how do you even know what her opinion is? Second of all, modern Gestapo? Why is everything the f***ing Holocaust? It's totally normal to criticize ICE. It's totally
I tell you, I get tired of hearing about the Holocaust. I get tired of hearing about Nazis. I get really fucking tired of it, to be honest with you guys. I remember like 10 years ago when Hitler could be like the butt of a joke, and then you could be like really edgy and just make Jew jokes. And now it's becoming people's fucking personalities. Oh my god.
To have issues with the things they are doing. But modern Gestapo? Don't you guys get tired of this shit? Like, don't you guys get tired of saying, like, isn't this exhausting after a while? Everything is Nazis, everything is the Holocaust, everyone is Hitler.
Unfortunately, it's what keeps
It's like
them going.
Nothing else bad ever happened in history. Like, what did they used to compare bad things to before World War II? Oh my god, you're literally Napoleon. Also, I love this. Racist chud. Like, where did the racism part? Like, where did that come from? Listen,
Hold on, wait. Oh, because she doesn't like brown people? Because everyone... Have you guys seen all the people who assume that it's like... Well, in their words, they're gonna say Latin X that's coming up through the border? When it's like, they're so fucking clueless, they don't even realize that there's Africans and there's... look, there's like a load of Muslims that come through the Mexican border into this country. But yet... the privileged are so fucking racist that they're like, yeah, it's all these like, it's Mexicans and it's Latinx, it's Latinx people doing it. So fucking gullibly dumb. So gullibly dumb. But yeah, poor Emiru is a racist because she didn't want to speak on it. She didn't want to add to division. I genuinely feel bad for her. This was the dumbest shit in the world.
I don't get on camera and start talking about cars or math or taxes or investing or going outside or the plenty of other things I don't know about. I sit here and talk about the gender war and the culture war because I'm good at those things and that's what people watch me for. That is my lane and I stay in it. Emiru likes what she's doing. Her audience likes what she's doing. There are plenty of other channels that will regurgitate your political takes back to you. Just turn on the TV. Turn on CNN. Most people, most normal people, are sick and tired of celebrities just like spewing their political takes completely unprompted. I don't care what Glub Sh0e thinks of politics, okay? Why does Glub Sh0e have to get on stage and start talking about how we're on stolen land or some shit?
Sh0e?
Why do you need your political opinions thrown up into your mouth by a celebrity like a fucking baby bird? Like, do you really want...
Honestly, I mean, like, they're not gonna listen to reason. You can't lead a horse to water and then make him drink it, right? They're just gonna... I don't know. They got their fingers in their ears and they're screaming la 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 and making a fool of themselves because they're classy. They're very classy people, you know, of refined taste. Liberals are. I am being totally facetious about that. They're usually fucking disgusting. Alright, let's keep it rolling, guys. Sh0e is so nice to watch. This is great. Hold on, I gotta thumbs this up. Sh0e's a good girl. You guys, we might have to watch more Sh0e videos. I do love a good girl.
Want Sydney Sweeney throwing up in your mouth? Don't answer that. Don't answer that. Please don't answer that.
Ugh.
She's right when she says most streamers are not qualified to talk about politics. Okay, here's the thing, dude. You actually don't have to be qualified to talk about politics to say f ICE. It's not.
Okay. This is mind-numbing. Like, she's trying to, like, debate basic things. Like, Emiru expressed something and Denims is like, okay, let me tell you how you're fucking wrong. What a fucking queen cunt. Jesus Christ. What a dumb sourpuss bitch.
That hard of a concept.
You actually don't have to know what you're talking about in order to just say the line.
Well, that's the mantra for the leftists. Like, they don't tend to know what the fuck they're talking about.
What? You should look into a topic, do your own research, come to your own conclusion, and form your own opinion on the topic. You should not just blindly, mindlessly say the line.
You know who doesn't do political content? Cutie Cinderella. Cutie Cinderella literally never does political content.
Oh my god, Denims is like one of those type girls where it's like, I do it, you should do it too. Like, one of those, like, henpecking bitches. I'm doing it, you should too. There's not the fuck, like, she can't fathom that another girl would have a different opinion and a different mindset than her. That is some classic main character henpecking cunt bitch behavior. What a fucking twat. No way. I can't believe I just witnessed that. I think I just lost any respect I ever had, which was none to begin with, for Denims. Like, it's out the window. She's like nitpicking another girl because she isn't killing herself like this bitch is. Get the fuck off your high horse, Denims. Goddamn stupid bitch. Alright, let's go. I'm pissed
and even
off
she's
now.
capable of saying f guys. What about Sh0e? You don't have to be a political creator to recognize.
Look at all these other girls that's doing it. Just do it. What are you doing? You're acting on your own volition? Excuse me, we're top fucking whores. Why aren't you being like us? Do you see us? We're girl ganging, bitch. Like, come on. Women have got to understand that this, like, Tower of Babel that they fucking built with this girl gang shit is crumbling. Alright? You had 10 fucking years of this, like, boss babe nonsense, and now it's fucking dying. Alright, sorry. Excuse me.
That it's not hard to say f ICE.
You don't have to be a political content creator to say the line. All your other friends are saying the line, Emiru. Why aren't you saying the line, Emiru?
ICE. Okay, but
I appreciate
unironically,
Sh0e
though,
making this video.
Straight up. Hey, f them. Yeah, it's f them, don't care, and if you don't like that I say that, it's f you too. You know what I mean? It's really that easy for me, I'm telling you right now.
There's Emiru's roommate saying the line. Aren't we all proud of her? By the way, where are all her friends during all of this? Where are all her morally righteous, good guy, big streamer friends while this is all going down? While she's being dragged by half of the internet for doing absolutely nothing wrong. This girl who literally just came out of an allegedly
thoroughly enjoying this
abusive
chai tea,
relationship.
excuse me.
This girl who literally just got
chamomile.
assaulted, grabbed by some freak at a convention.
Yeah.
Now this girl
Oh, yeah, I
is
remember
going
now.
through all of this. I guess it's fine to be silent when your friend is getting dragged by half of the internet, but don't you dare stay silent about current thing. I don't even know this woman, and I'm sticking my neck out for her because it pisses me off seeing this kind of shit happen to people who absolutely do not deserve it.
If you're above the age of 18, you should care about politics in your fucking country. You don't get to be like, well, I don't agree with this whole taxes thing, so I'm just not gonna pay for it.
What a sour cunt.
You can't say like, well, I'm just not gonna care
Get this
about all
bitch
this
off my
politics
screen.
stuff.
When someone doesn't have an opinion on a political
Like a no
topic,
chin having
people
dumb
like
bitch.
you might get a little mad. When someone doesn't pay their taxes, the government comes and arrests them. Okay, so
Yeah,
that's the difference between those
unfortunately.
things.
There's this weird idea in America especially where like you can just be an adult and be like, oh, I don't care about politics. What?
Many people, most people, do not care that much about politics. I know to you and me that's like mind-blowing, that's like unfathomable.
Whoa, yeah, I mean, like, for me, like, spending, like, 15 years deep into politics, just because, listen, it took Obama fucking me one time too many with that penalty for not having healthcare because I couldn't afford it, for me to just not stand aside and let, shit happen, right? So, even like for me, like I'll be talking to people out and about, you know, normies, and they're like just living their life, right? Like they're not as deeply informed. And sometimes like that's almost like culture shock to me, where I'm like, oh, you don't know who George Soros is? But I'm not gonna act a fool like a liberal is going to, because I'm actually a decent person. I don't really care about like the ego. I don't really care to get like drunk off ego because of a whole bunch of people giving me attention, like liberals tend to get to do. It is something. It's even more crazy to come across the people who get their news secondhand and they just buzzword. They're like the dude I was just talking about that only got his opinions from his feminist friends because they were very emotionally outspoken, and he, I guess, had a crush on one of them or something, so he just like regurgitated the same shit that they were saying. And that could lead me into another rant about people who are cheap in spirit, and we'll save that one for another day. Let me keep it going.
Because our whole life is politics, our job is politics, like I get it. But most people's lives do not revolve around politics. They do other things other than fight with strangers.
I mean, I also think that there's this other side thing, and this is just my 2 cents on it, okay? I mean, most of this stuff, like, you guys are already in the know of. Most of this stuff, like, other people have, like, beat to death, okay? Like, we all get it. So I'm gonna say some of my observation. I think people like perhaps Denims, or at least other people who are very entrenched into this like political stuff, or let me put it this way, perhaps are even very entrenched into the agenda. They're not actually aware of how crazy they come across because they're so busy clinging to what they think is the good thing, the right thing. And as we know, the path to hell is paved with good intentions, okay? It's people who don't know any better, but they think they're doing the right thing. Like, you're gonna find, like, a whole bunch of people whose elevators do not go to the top floor that is just regurgitating stuff, okay? And it's up to your own personal self to be smarter, to do better, to heighten your IQ, right? Like, it's for all of us to do that. Tilted, I almost wanted to make that joke, brother. Tilted just said Zay came back with the milk and Newports. I almost wanted to make the joke, and Tilted made it. I did. I almost wanted to start streaming and make that joke, and I was like, well, I don't know. I'm kind of happy to just chat with everybody, and then I didn't make it. It was a joke worth making. Thank you, Tilted, and thank you for the gifted subs. You are a fabulous human being. Thank you so much. So what was I saying? I'm saying a lot of ums and uhs. I'm sorry, guys. I am a retard. And I say like a lot. I'm sorry. You think you're perfectly normal. That's right. Like, they don't understand what monsters they have become. And I mean, at this point, like, we're having to deal with the modern era, which is people being shaped by the fucking algorithm. I mean, the first example of that to me was on TikTok. All these people that were just shaped, like, their personalities were shaped by the algorithm. Like, this is the future Klaus Schwab wanted, guys. This is the transhumanist revolution. That's what he wanted. Like, that's what we're actually railing against. It's nightmarish, I'll tell you that. It gets really doom-pilling. And I try to not be there in that type of mindset, but I don't know. Let me keep it rolling. Let me keep it rolling.
Online. Crazy, I know. But man, do I envy them. I was so much happier before I knew. Sadly, it is getting
hang
harder.
on. That's a good point, too. Listen, I know people who don't even know the name of the vice president. I've never been that blissfully unaware in my life that I did not know the name of at least the vice president. Like, now there's some, like, members of Congress. I'm like, who? Like, huh? Which one? Is that a governor or a senator? You know, like, I'll get them kind of mixed up. But I do genuinely know people who don't know. In a way, it's kind of painful. Like, how do you fucking not know? And then, in the other way I feel is like, I envy that person. And yeah, you know, she was all like unaware of everything I was talking about. And I mean, sometimes that makes me feel like I'm too far gone. You know, it's like, am I this in the know that like it's cursed knowledge and I can never come back from it? And this is what all the Gen Xers meant when I was growing up, to have your eyes open and to no longer be part of the sheep. Literally that. But yeah, I do find myself envious of that, where it's like, if I could just go back and not know. But at what point did I not know? That's also a question I have for myself. And because like I'm a music nerd, I do have a song that I want to recommend. I can't play it on stream because I'll get copywritten again. And that's Happiness and Slavery by 9 Inch Nails. I know that has more to do with the satanic panic and all that of the 90s, but I still fucking really love that song, and it really reminds me of people who are blissfully unaware, you know? It's like, I wish I could be that way, but I can't. I know things, you know? I mean, I think it woke a lot of people up during COVID. Just as a side note, like, more people became aware. Like, more normies are like, holy shit, not only do I need to start paying attention, but there's such a fucking stranglehold on society that now I have to fight against that. While you have the kamikaze left that's screaming about SJW nonsense. And more specifically, they're screaming at millennials, who was the most accepting of all the generations before us when it came to like race and creed and what have you. And they want to scream at us. We're not like the ones, you know. Alright, let me keep it going. I'm ranting all over the place. Hi, Kite.
Harder for the average person to not care about politics because politics is seeping into literally everything. Politics will be bending you over and spreading your cheeks and going in dry whether you want it or not. And unfortunately, the people who are like, I just want to be left alone, are the people who are the most fucked by politics. Also, more importantly, Emiru wasn't saying that she doesn't care about politics. She was saying she didn't want to talk about politics. I feel like that is a huge difference. I care a lot.
The reason why women are gonna say she didn't care is because this is this thing where chicks do it, and it has a proper name, and I can't remember what it is. And it's where they just start dictating what you're thinking. And if you try to deny that, they'll just call you a liar. That is some overly controlling, manipulative bitch thing. And if you guys know the name of it, feel free to tell me. It has a name where, I don't know, probably some narcissistic shit, but they're just like, oh, you don't care. When it's like, you're actually trying to avoid problems, but this person is hell-bent on creating a problem, and she needs to, like, strong-arm you into a position where you're the weaker one. It is a bitch thing. I'm sure dudes do it too, but it is a very common bitch tool to misrepresent things. So let's keep it going. Longhousing, gaslighting. Listen, if there was a bitch thesaurus, I can't even talk. If there was a bitch thesaurus, those words would be adjacent to it. Yes.
A lot about like skincare, but I don't get on here and talk about like peptides and collagen to my audience because they don't give a shit. They're here to watch me say feminism is doo-doo and make silly little faces at the camera. Yeah, you like that shit?
I hate when grown women don't have a mind of their own. You are 28
my
years
God.
old. Please develop a mind of your own.
These women are controlling as fuck. I bet you, if any of them have men, the majority of those men have to walk on eggshells and make sure they don't piss their fucking stay-at-home cunt off.
All she does is pander to anime gooner men. No mind of her own. I never liked Emiru, so finding out she's stupid and doesn't have a mind of her own is nice.
The audacity.
Yeah,
if
really?
she didn't have a mind of her own, she would have mindlessly parroted the shit you want her to say. She would have mindlessly just been like, fuck Ice. If Emiru came out and was like, actually, I think Ice is doing a fine job, do you think they'd be like, ah yes, she has a mind of her own? No, absolutely not. They are not angry that she doesn't have an opinion. They are angry that she doesn't have their opinion.
Yeah.
The absolute audacity to say that this woman doesn't have a
One of the many bad reasons that women became overtly political is that they're bringing their already centuries long woman problems into the mix, and it does not work.
Mind of her own, while thousands of you people swarm her like drones, barking
These women have
orders
never
at
been
her
told
to
no.
say the line. You guys literally
You're
operate like the
correct.
fucking Borg.
So what I'm gathering is that Emiru is a grown woman who acts like a frail, silly little girl to entertain fat, dirty, incel, Asian fetisher weirdos, and is okay with that, but draws the line at saying Ice is bad?
Alright, hang on. If we take that comment, and what little bit I know about Emiru, which is not very much at all, okay? Not very much at all. I understand she exists, and she's popular, okay? When women start throwing around that Asian fetishist thing, just know they are very emotional, and they are just mad she is an Asian that men would fetishize. It's not that she's pandering. I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. I don't fucking know her. But I have seen that so many times that I now just assume that's what it is. It is a bitch that does not understand anything that she's talking about. She's just hurling insults from an emotional place rather than a rational one.
Emiru and Asmon's audience are the same. Incels love Emiru because she confirms the image of the anime bimbo stereotype that incels worship. She
don't
definitely
see that
cultivated
at all.
an audience who, in the end of all
I don't
things,
see that at all. What? Okay.
are reactionary.
Nonsense
she appeals
comments.
to violent racists who fetishize Asian women.
What up, Miss?
What is this Asian fetish
I almost
thing?
called you
Are they
Mr.
just
Bomb.
saying this
Motor
because she's
Bomb.
fucking Asian?
I'll get it
like,
right
I'm
one
trying
day.
to find a clip of Emiru saying sucky sucky $5 or something, but it doesn't exist. I don't know what to tell you, man.
It's not a coincidence that she answered the question this way, and that her fan base consists heavily on Asian fetishists.
I don't know where this is coming from.
I want you guys probably already know it, and I'm preaching to the choir here, but women like this particular one here, again, it's that thing where they're trying to be... Women project so hard that they think that they can read the mind of another person. That is what they're doing here. And this alone is what makes me not be friends with other women. And I'm going to say it. Nietzsche was right about women. And one of those things that Nietzsche said is that women don't like other women. And whenever he explains why, yeah, that holds true. Like, that's always going to hold true. And a lot of dejected chicks that are like, you know what, I really don't want to deal with the drama of other women. Because you get this right here. You don't get a rational fucking conversation or debate with a chick. She's just going to start telling you what you think and feel. And it's like you are so used to being in the center of the fucking universe that you can't see past yourself, you silly fucking goofy woman.
Question this way, and that her fan base consists heavily on Asian fetishists.
I don't know where this is coming from. And the woman.
Well, they're also grasping at straws. They're grasping at anything. I mean, I have been called an incel by people who don't know that I'm a female. I mean, I guess you can be an incel as a female. I maybe they're right. Maybe I technically am one. But, however, you know, I'll get insults thrown at me all the time. They just spin the wheel, and as soon as they find the one that seems to fit the scenario, they'll roll with it. And that could be like Nazi, grifter, incel, I don't know, just, you know, from their little tiny 3-page playbook.
Saying this is literally an OnlyFans, like an Asian OnlyFans model. Like, I'm sorry, are you really the person to be talking about fetishization here? The most insane part of all of this had to be when her ex-boyfriend, her allegedly abusive ex-boyfriend, posted his own ice.
What am I mispronouncing? Cha? Not Che? Oh, Nietzsche? I'm going to continue to call my husband Nietzsche until I die. I don't care. I'm American.
In the middle of his ex-girlfriend being canceled for not saying that. Like, how fucking petty do you have to be to subtweet your ex like that? Another character involved in all this is former booby streamer Casey Tron.
It reminds me of whenever Amarath started wearing a cowboy hat, because that's whenever she started going like full Nazi, basically. She started wearing the cowboy hat. Okay? It's like whenever these Texas girls in like these Austin, Texas streamer circles start wearing cowboy hats, that's whenever you gotta watch out.
A woman in Texas wearing a cowboy hat?
See what I mean? Like the way they are with women, man. Oh my god.
Lord, take me out. Take me out back behind the shed. Put me out of my misery if I ever become this politically brain rotted. Holy shit.
Like, you know that she probably has like weird incels donating her hundreds of dollars. It's because, like, in my opinion, like, it's all a facade to appeal to the worst type of men. Because like really misogynistic, shitty incel like men.
Hang on, look at this girl. Look at this girl. Of course she's gonna start like talking about Emiru's looks, right? My lord, these fucking people.
And they like a woman that doesn't have any opinions. I think that she
What
also
the
plays
fuck?
into how a lot of incels will
So there's a type of woman, and every one of these chicks that she was shown are like, I know women. I know women as I sit on my pile of bullshit and just lie to people. Like, I hate whatever type that is of bitch.
fetishize Asian women. Her whole platform is just like appealing to like the worst fucking men. She's like basically like she's like a pick-me for like incel freaks.
So this fucking pick-me shit, dude. It's gonna be the death of me. Before making this video, I watched a bunch of Emiru stuff.
I embrace it. I embrace it. I haven't called a pick-me in a long time. But pick-me's are usually a veiled insult for like girls who literally just think for themselves. It is very similar to like lefties calling black folks race traitors for voting for Trump. It's kind of similar. It's like in the same mindset.
Signs of like pick-me behavior at all. At least with some streamers or some YouTubers. People could be like, oh, they criticize women, so they're trying to be like one of the good ones, and they're a pick-me. Like, okay, sure, like, that's retarded. We all know that's retarded.
I haven't seen Casey Tron in quite a few years, because I used to care more about Twitch, like, back in, like, 2016, and that did not look like Casey Tron to me. Like, I haven't kept up, you know? She's melting, yeah. Listen, it's bad diet, not taking care of herself, not sleeping good, you know?
But at least I can, like, kind of see how is Emiru a pick-me? She doesn't even do that shit. Like, where is the pick-me thing coming from? No, really.
Well, the pick-me thing is coming from the straw man that Casey built, where she's like, Asian fetishist, bad incel guys. Like, she just developed this, right? Like, it is so stupid. Like, we can't talk sense to these people Sh0e is trying to get through to. And social decay, I gave up a long time ago, guys. Social decay hit me hard. I'm like, you know what? It's either based or it's cringe. All right? Simple as.
Though, what makes her a pick-me and not the booby streamer
Does she do too much
OnlyFans
drugs?
models calling her a pick-me?
That's
You
bad.
are literally selling your body for men to consume. If men do not pick pictures of your ass, you can't pay rent. There's no bigger pick-me on earth than a fucking porn star.
Yeah, really?
And me. I don't care about being called a pick-me. I've been doing this for over a decade now. I'm used to it. I've been called it thousands of times. I'm a 35-year-old married mother. I do not give a shit I do care, however, when other women are called pick-me for the crime of not following a hive mind.
Yeah.
I see it so often in like the VTuber community. Like all these VTuber anime women will be called pick-me's for just saying their opinions.
But yeah, you notice how she's saying VTubers, right? One thing about the pick-me's that transfer onto everyone else is like, see, we were just yelling about Asian fetishists, and now we're gonna rope in like VTubers, right? So these type of chicks who do that, and just to be clear, I am not talking about Sh0e. I am very much agreeing with her. But it is interesting that these chicks who get really fucking emotionally conceited, they're like, they can't handle VTubers. If you now listen, growing up around these girls, these type of girls, a VTuber or not, listen, it's all gonna apply. And I just want to share this is that if dudes just get along with you easier than they can whoever the bitch is that's gonna start bullying you, that girl loses her fucking mind. And that's really all this is. It's very much like schoolyard bully girls who never grew up. That's what a lot of these, like, I mean, look at all the women that went after Project Melody because she was just a better chatterbait cam whore than they were. Which, no offense to Mel, I actually like Mel. So, but like, it's laughable, honestly. I hope no girl actually gets offended by the emotional rage of other girls. Like, just laugh at them. They can't hurt you. They're just stupid twats. People who have problems with VTubers have no personality. See, now that's another thing, because like as a VTuber, and I think this applies to most VTubers really, like you feel a sense of wanting to actually try to be more fun, you know? Regular chicks, like, and I'm talking streamers, regular female streamers, they're not regularly doing that. Like, they're not trying to be fun and engaging. I mean, look at Casey Tron. She's just like getting uglier by the year and just talking shit. Like, that's so fun, right? All right, let's keep going.
To understand, like, to these people, whenever a woman has like an opinion that is not like the corporate HR approved opinion of the week, whenever a woman
the global henpecking, I hate that this is happening in my lifetime. I hate it.
Doesn't toe the line of the current thing. In this case, whenever a woman doesn't say anything, she's called a pick-me. You know, she just must have these opinions for men. No other reason. Every woman is secretly a big progressive feminist. And if they're not, they're just doing it for male attention. Because I'm sure someone who looks like this is really starving for male attention.
And then in my opinion, it's like she's not entertaining whatsoever. She's like, I would literally rather watch paint dry.
So true, because you know what is far more entertaining than a cute, high-energy cosplay streamer reacting to memes? This is way more entertaining. And if you don't agree...
Let me tell you something. Casey Tron's, like, real close to becoming Ethan Ralph, in my opinion. Like, Jesus Christ, brothers.
You're just, like, an incel. Okay, bitch. Eventually, after a few days of being dogpiled by the most annoying people on Earth, Emiru came out with a statement.
Hello, it's very rare I will speak my mind, but I'd rather get my thoughts out there, so apologies if this is
Why are we apologizing, Emiru?
That's been circulating a lot, so I'd like to explain it for anyone who was hurt or shocked by it. It should go without saying that no one deserves to live their life in fear of being killed or taken away from their homes or families, regardless of who is doing it, but especially not because of ICE or any other government agency. I understand the world is a very cruel and messed up place. You don't have to study politics or actively read the news to know that. I would never want to invalidate anyone who struggles with those things, and an agency causing fear and suffering deserves zero support. To me, that's not even political, it's basic human empathy.
Now, I thought that statement was perfectly fine. My issue with it is, she didn't have to-
Hang on a second, I just started talking about Ethan Ralph and the gay and racist show pops up on YouTube. Hi! Yeah, a nice daytime stream. I wanted to do my first Sh0eOnHead react video because it's very customary for VTubers at this point, and so far I'm having a great fucking time doing it. Okay, listen, I would be a girl's girl any day for Sh0e. Alright, I like my good girls. I've said it, I mean it. Sh0e seems like someone that I would like to eat fancy Japanese food with. Let's keep her rolling.
Make it. She was basically forced to come out and say her opinion. So did these freaks finally back off once Emiru made her opinion about ICE clear? No. Of course not.
Nazi response. TLDR, go f yourself in your PR apology. And there it is. Of fucking course she's another dumb c***. Girl, we are not as dumb as you look. You're still a racist chud, but continue to enjoy the money you get from your incel audience because they're disgusting, just like you. All I hear is, I support Israel and my name is Emiru. Wait, what? Where the f did Israel come from? What? I don't want to talk about politics equals-
Israel mentioned! Flag on the play! Hold on. Like, who's talking about Israel?
I'm a Nazi and I'm ashamed of my opinions. Everyone knows what's up. She's a fascist in disguise and is squirming. Emiru, you are garbage Nazi-loving c***. You got orange around your mouth. Say F you, Asmongold. If you're neutral- oh wait, if you're neutral, you might as well say you're MAGA. Stand for something, ho. That's what Trump wants, for everyone to be quiet about it. The idea of get off the internet is so f***ing ignorant. This dumb cunt needs to shut her f***ing mouth. Thank God her downfall is happening. I've been hating on her since day one and knew something was off about her. Not a good statement. She implicitly disavowed ICE, but not so much the actual Trump admin.
Yeah, you just-
So these type, I don't have a proper name for them. I gotta think of like a good slur for them, but I just call them the trans allies, because in my experience, the trans ally bitches, or the allies, quote unquote, like, they're the ones that say things like that last one. Hang on. Which is like, you didn't attack, or you didn't apologize for all these specific things. Because they're the women who are never happy. I mean, yeah, there's some dudes sprinkled in, but women are louder, and I just have more of a personal problem with them, so that's my bias. But, like, they're the ones that are never fucking happy. And honestly, you can take it from me if you would so like to. I just tell them bitches, you know, suck shit through a straw. Okay? If you're not gonna be happy, that's your fault. Okay? That's your problem. And as far as I can tell, bitches like that love to be their own fucking problem. So let them fucking sit and spin.
She implicitly disavowed ICE, but not so much the actual Trump admin.
Yeah, you disavowed ICE, but what about the whole Trump administration?
See, you gave him a fucking inch. Emiru apologized, and they saw that they can have this, like, little inch. I mean, look at how they lost their fucking minds, like, this type of, like, online Twitter freak, when Rev and Straub, this is one and the same, but it's another example I want to use. When Rev and Straub got dropped from Advanced GG, and then Advanced GG came out with like a fake story or whatever having to do with ICE, and then apologized to people, and the mob saw that they had their in. People who want to see people fail will do this retarded shit. Okay? I'm beyond tired of people feeling like they need to apologize to them. People getting dropped from sponsors because like 5 fucking people knew how to start a fucking fire over it. Like, enough of that. It's so stupid. These type of bullies, I mean, I've even heard them be called concern trolling, which is gay. Bent, I don't know enough about Ben. He might fit what I'm saying. I actually, like, I saw some tidbits about Bent, like, weeks ago, and I saw he was, like, a complete fucking retard. I just wrote him off after that and stopped paying attention to him. He was mentioned recently, speaking of Bent, through this Anna Valens thing that I was watching, where Anna Valens was just laying it straight out on his stream because nobody fucking watches him, so he's not gonna hide what he's saying. And I think, like, when it comes to Niara and Bent, even like some of the trans community is like, okay, these guys might be fucking stupid, but at least they're on our side, and we gotta take what we can get. It's really funny to see them have to like frame things a certain way and go about things in a certain way as well. I don't know. That's another thing. I might do a video on that stream about anal violence. When I'm in an anti-Semitism competition and my competitor is a white liberal woman. They're so busy engaged in optics and in buzzwords. When they start arguing the semantics, they don't realize how fucking stupid they look. Like, they look worse than the monster they're trying to fucking paint us all to be.
They're like literally the mouse from If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. I was like reading that book to my toddler the other day and I was like, oh my god, this is literally Twitter. You cannot give them an inch, dude.
Of course are incel fans swooping in to protect the poor little 28-year-old.
Ah yes, incels.
Nyara is very
defending
embarrassing.
Women online. What? What the f does the word incel even mean anymore? Does it just mean man now? It just means man. Man I do not like.
I think it kind of goes back to some high school sense. Alright, I think incel at this point means man who won't fuck me. I really think that's what it is. Because all these women who might have like a they might have like a vague attraction to the dude that they're arguing with because they see he's like a put together guy. And they're like, well, you're just an incel. And it's like, you know what, bitch, you're right. I don't think that these women don't deserve dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what this really comes down to. Also, like, most of the dudes that I've ever seen get called incel tend to be married men or divorced men who have kids. Okay, like, not at all in the incel category. Whatever. If you give a simp some coochie?
No idea this was a thing until yesterday. How come no one told me Emiru low-key a femcel?
Femcel! Emiru's a femcel! Oh my do people just not know what words mean anymore? How are they coming to these conclusions?
I mean, have you looked at her? I mean, look at her. Look at her. Just look at her. Look at her.
Yeah, sorry, I don't see it. I think you guys just might be mentally ill.
I don't see it either. Hold on. Like, what?
I mean, have you looked at?
Yeah, sorry, I don't see it.
I wish I had hair that was really nice and jet black like that. Instead, I got like the dark blonde hair going. That's not a femcel. That's silly nonsense. What?
I think you guys just might be mentally ill.
We need to do something about these male-centered women.
Okay, first of all, nothing is
So we don't call it internalized misogyny anymore? Am I a male-centered woman now? Man, it's gonna freak the liberals out when they find out how much I'm super into women, but yet I'm a male-centered woman. I have had people tell me that they think that I have male-coded autism, and I'm like, maybe, but I don't think that's the case. I think, you know, there's so much, like, social decay that I don't give a fuck about labels and fitting in, and I don't know. I just kind of want to be in charge of my own destiny, you know what I mean? You are now the center of all males. Congratulations. Oh, thank you! Yo! Round of applause for me. I've made it. I am the center. Male-centered. Alright. What does that truly mean? Let's see what else it said.
Male-centered? Then center your life around hating men. Men just live rent-free in your fucking head. Take it up with God. Go to
Oh, I'll tell you, I'd rather be a romantic, compassionate fool than to be someone that's filled with hate for either gender. I mean, I don't even fully hate women. I just have a low tolerance for stupidity, you know? I have a low tolerance for egotistical people. Alright, let's keep going.
Therapy. Do literally anything else than make it our problem.
Fuck her, and especially f her bestie Asmongold. I hope they get kirked. 30-year-old woman
God.
too scared to say f guys to keep her incel audience happy. Let's hope she gets abused again. Couldn't happen to a better person. Next time this cunt is assaulted, I'm gonna laugh and laugh. F her and f guys and f you if you-
I got something fucked up to say. I know these names are blocked out and some of them may very well be women, but I bet you a large proportion of the ones who were saying this evil shit were actually trans.
Support this cunt. Emiru deserved what Miskiff did to her. F Emiru for supporting ICE. I genuinely hope this bitch gets oh, okay. I reported that one. Holy shit. What is wrong with these people?
See, you don't understand. I'm good guy, which makes it okay for me to say f***ed up things about bad guy. You think saying that to someone is f***ed up? Well, you should be abused too, because you're probably also a bad guy.
She looks very cute in
it's
his
called
glasses.
being on the right side of history, Chud. Look it up.
Nazis deserve death, and silence is compliance.
May I just remind the audience that this is what she said.
If you need a streamer who doesn't even know anything about politics to tell you about politics, you probably just need to get off the internet.
Ladies and gentlemen, a Nazi that deserves death. What?
After making her terrible statement full of lies, Emiru decided to follow right-wing grifter Sh0eOnHead. Of course Emiru is now following a fellow pathetic pick-me for being quiet about ICE. They both don't want to piss-
Well, Sh0e's too- hey, me to this bitch, Sh0e's too pretty to be pathetic. But it takes a pathetic bitch looking desperate on social media. Alright, to say that type of shit.
Off their 100% right-wing gooner fan base.
For the record, my fan base is probably like 70% right-wing and 80% gooner. Okay, but for some reason, they didn't mind when I came out and harshly criticized ICE in my last video. Yes, some disagreed, but for the most part, they didn't care. As long as you aren't preaching from an ivory tower with no nuance, rhyme, or reason, people don't care. I'll say some shit like, we should decommodify housing, and the right-wingers in my audience are just like, okay, commie mommy. These people cannot fathom a universe where people just disagree. Oh, you're just scared. You don't want to upset your chud audience. I upset my chud audience every goddamn day. You're the ones terrified of your own fucking cult. God forbid you only agree with 99% of the hive mind approved opinions. God have mercy on your soul. I do not envy you. Once you bend the knee to these people, once you apologize or capitulate, it's over. These people don't actually want an apology. They want to humiliate you.
Yeah.
They want to drag you down.
They hate you. That's why, like, words have lost meaning. They cannot stand that there's somebody happy and doing better than they are. Yeah, they're just sociopathic about it. You know, all these people who decided that they wanted to go be part of what the big group was doing. Yeah, if you remember, since 2020, when COVID happened and people were experimenting with their gender, and then at the same time they were disassociating with people who wouldn't validate them. It's all in this same thing, you know. Mental illness. I guess I'll just surmise it as that. It's just all mental illness. And they're the type of people that would be rubbing shit all over the bathroom walls, but they want to rub it all over us instead because they're freaky, disgusting people. Alright, let's keep going.
At the end of the day, they have found a socially acceptable way to bully people. That's what this is. A lot of people in response to Emiru's statement were like, why did you apologize to the mob? You know, you bent the knee, you're a coward. And honestly, people don't realize how insane it can get. These people, the cult of the crybully,
this is very true. I mean, there's like a chance Emiru may have been getting death threats. Really anything, what have you, to make her have done it. It's, I wouldn't say she's being cowardice, but she was hoping that she could display humility towards these people, and the attack mob is making people more callous, because when you try to show your actual sensibilities of being a genuine caring human being, they're like, that's not enough. You didn't do it the way we wanted. And then they'll start like high roading you, acting like they're more moral and all that. Like, they're disgusting freaks. It just bring light to their darkness, okay? They will run and hide from it. As soon as you hold a mirror up to the monster's face, the monster you have like a big chance, may actually see how fucking retarded it looks.
Swarms, they get in your head, they prey on your empathy, they isolate you from your friends, they make you feel like a terrible person for having milquetoast normal ass opinions, or in this case, no opinion. And when you are someone who is not used to dealing with these types of people, or you are someone in like a vulnerable state of mind, it is very easy for these cult-like tactics to work. This shit works especially well with women in particular, not to be sexist, but it's just true.
Yeah,
honestly, you know, now that I think about it, the only people who are immune to this are like autistic people. I swear to God, people on the spectrum are immune to the crybully tactics. What happened is Emiru just saw like a shit ton of people who were mad at her, and she wanted to do the
one thing that's like really cool about autistics,
unfortunately,
is that like they have like a hierarchy in their brain. I'm going to explain this very poorly, so forgive me, but I still want to share it because I think it's really cool. But they have like a hierarchy of what's important in their brain, and 9 times out of 10 they're gonna do what is they have like a sense of justice, and they're going to do what they think is the right thing, and a lot of times it is the right thing. I mean, I have many friends that are on the spectrum, and I see that within them as well. Like, autistics are a blessing, honestly.
This is just going to make it worse. And they're moving on to one of their favorite tactics.
The big question in everyone's mind is, well, are you still friends with Asmongold?
While it is appreciated that you are taking a stand and clarifying the clip, you do continue to be vague about how deep your associations with Asmon are. So
she gave him an
you've cut ties with that hate-mongering Nazi troll Asmon, right? Glad you made this and owned up to it, but you're still friends with Asmongold, so it doesn't read as earnest. Almost a decent explanation, but the elephant in the room is that your friendship with Asmongold is holding this back from seeming sincere.
I want to say that you give him an inch, right? Hang on. What was some of these comments saying real fast? Yeah, this is one thing I always tell you guys because I love you dearly. Each and every one of you, okay? That these type of people are banking on you going into your people pleaser mode so you can appease a group of faceless people. And you don't have to do that. You shouldn't have to do that. These are people who will hate you in the next fucking minute because of something else. Alright? Even though, like, these are people that's yelling about an apology that she didn't do right, they're still gonna fucking put her down for being Asian and, men liking her, you know? Like, you don't have to appeal to them.
But the elephant in the room is that your friendship with Asmongold is holding this back from seeming sincere. Okay, now what about your best friend Asmongold? Denounce Asmon or I'm not taking this seriously. You're friends with Assmold. Assmold?
I'm pretty sure she's still friends with Asmongold.
Now, whatever you think of Asmongold, he is friends with Emiru. They are friends, even though they disagree with each other. Crazy, right?
I mean, you're allowed to have that.
Like, I don't agree with the things he says. Like, what do y'all want me to do? Like, fucking shoot him on stream?
Yes, that is what they want you to do.
Yeah, they do.
Around 2018, I was facing nearly daily harassment for being friends with someone who was on the right. Hundreds of people were on my ass like every day. They were calling my job. They got emails of my family members. It was like non-stop. Now, this person was a good friend of mine, but in order to get all these people off my back, I did probably the cringiest thing ever, and I publicly disavowed her. Publicly disavowed a friend of mine over political differences. Now, for those of you who are new here, that sounds like something I would never do, but I did it. I bent the knee to a faceless mob of people who hate me. And in return, I received nothing. The harassment didn't stop, the hate didn't stop. Well, needless to say, karma is real, and the same thing happened to me years later. I was publicly disavowed by friends over political differences. This story ultimately does have a good ending. Me and my friend from 2018, we made up years ago, but looking back
people have had to disavow me before because I voted Trump, and they think that I just want to see people of a different race exterminated and all this and that, which is not the truth. I mean, I did vote Trump, but I don't think these extreme things that they decided to try to manifest with their psychoanalytical powers, I guess. I don't know, because I never said these things, but they would act like this is what I thought.
On all this in 2026 is extremely embarrassing, and if I knew what I knew now, I would have just told those people to go fuck themselves. But in the moment, it's incredibly stressful, and you just kind of want it all to stop, and you will do whatever you can to make it stop. So I understand why Emiru came out and made a statement. I just really hope she doesn't wind up disavowing friends over political differences like I did. It was a huge mistake, and it is not worth it, because you are going to find yourself surrounded by people who see you as a temporary ally and not a real friend. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a—
Yeah. I mean, they want you to go as far as iDubbbz has gone, where you just completely bend over backwards to forever carry this made up burden that you are a pipeline to the alt-right. You guys ever seen iDubbbz do this shit? When the alt-right was never fucking real. Just, that's the made up shit these people will do.
A never apologize person. You should apologize if you actually do something wrong, if you actually wronged someone. But you shouldn't apologize to like a nebulous, faceless mob of people while facing down a barrel of a gun.
There is nothing that she could say and no amount of money she could donate that could convince me she's not a soulless ghoul like all the men she's happily surrounded herself with for years.
There's nothing you can ever do.
Is Casey Tron a hypocrite? I don't know enough about her. I feel like she might be a hypocrite.
To please these people, so why bother? They will not be happy until you kill yourself, and even then they will dance on your grave. And I know, like, with everything going on right now, like, is this really a video about cancel culture in 2026? And it's like, yeah, I don't know. First of all, you should expect that. You clicked on a Sh0eOnHead video. But second of all, yeah, I feel like this is kind of important to talk about. I feel like this type of thing is part of the reason we are where we are right now. This type of stuff drives people away from the left, and more importantly than that, it's just evil. I saw some leftists covering Emiru being cancelled, and they were like, the cultural shift is here. Woke 2.0, we don't play around, we're mean now. Woke.
Have you heard them talk about dark woke? I've been wanting to learn a little bit more about what that is, but dark woke is some stupid shit, man. I guess that's just where they get more aggressive.
Woke 2.0? Because woke 1.0 worked out so well for you guys in the country, right? You're supposed to learn from your mistakes, not double down and get worse. I don't know how you can look at the last 10 years and be like, we have got to get more annoying. Like,
I blame Disney adults. People who have that type of mindset.
What are you doing? Attacking normie streamers for not wanting to be involved in political discourse? Also, I feel like this goes without saying, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I'm not smearing, like, the left as a whole, okay? This isn't fucking Fox News. This isn't the Nuxanor channel. I'm well aware there are plenty of left-wing people, especially in my audience, who feel the same way I do. I'm talking about a certain faction of the mostly online left. I was about to say it's like a loud minority, but I don't even think it's a minority anymore. I think it's like a majority. Like, I feel like
it's an amalgamation of Euro liberals and I will just say the West in total of online Twitter freaks that do this. Just, they're the fucking problem.
I feel like I'm one of the only ones, like, holding down the fort. Like, me and Anna Kasparian. And every day I'm called a right-wing grifter for being
dark woke is just straight up terrorism? Explain to me what it is. Is this where we're getting into, like, Antifa? Antifa? Is that what dark woke is? That makes sense if so. The loudest leftist is, of course, the least intelligent. That's the case anywhere at all, really. The loudest one is usually the ones doing the least. And for whatever reason, here in the West, especially here in America, oops, accidentally, let me back her up a little bit. We, for some reason, care what the bottom, like, 2% are fucking talking about. I don't know why we do that. And leftists will do that so bad. They'll be like, well, we gotta raise up black voices, and it's like, they're not drowning out unless you're just like screaming at the liberals who are the actual xenophobes who are transferring that onto everyone else. Because otherwise, like, why do we need to, like, care about this stuff? Just assimilate into society, I guess. I don't know. Like, there's no reason that we need to go back to pre-1960s. This shit's took us back even further than that. But I go back to my original point earlier on, where these people are all screaming at the demographic that was the most accepting out of all the other generations. So, you know, get bent, retards. All these leftist retards.
Like, hey, maybe we can focus on the issues that, like, actually affect the working class. You know, things that actually help people, not stupid fucking shit like going after e-girl cosplay streamers. Like, can we just get back to the fact—
Oh, okay. Basically, Dark woke is Antifa memes. Man, Sledge, thank you for clearing this up for me, because I've been wondering for a little while and I just hadn't taken the time to like look into it. So Sledge is saying anything that would clarify as a call to violence under the guise of humor plus fictional character agrees with me, sums up dark woke. That is mega gay. Just when I thought these people had hit the bottom of the barrel, they went fucking further. Whew.
That we are all being ruled by satanic billionaire pedophiles who may or may not be eating children, please? Thank you. In conclusion, Emiru did nothing wrong. People are tired of having politics shoved down their throat, and you don't need to speak about things you don't want to speak about. You don't have to do that.
Freedom of will.
You don't have to say the line, actually. This is mass psychosis, rivaling on 2020. These people are trying to socially ostracize this woman for not putting like a black square on her Instagram. They're just mad at Emiru for not doing like the ice.
I'm sorry, what does the black square mean? I'm literally not on Instagram. It is like TikTok to me. I don't care. But what's the black square?
Bucket challenge or some shit. Like that's basically what is happening here. If you are going to streamers for political information, you are cooked. If you are going to Sh0eOnHead for political information, you are deep fried. So that was that little video. If you liked my yapping, please subscribe. And if you can, donate to my Patreon down below.
Oh my god. I'm gonna subscribe. That was a good video. I like Sh0e. I've been missing out. I mean, it took us an hour to watch that, and it was like a 30-minute video, but it's refreshing. Let me tell you guys this. It was refreshing to hear a female with a good head on her shoulders speaking. So she gets like big time good girl points from me. Very good girl. I need to make like a thing. I need to make a thing where I can have a soundbite, but I just have this. Obama. You know, good enough. That was her being a good girl. I give her that. I'll give her one more Obama. I need to add like something to my stream deck so I can give people good girl points. Because my opinion totally fucking matters. Oh, the black square was a BLM thing? That's mega gay. Oh my god, Zay, you're not for supporting the black populace? Well, yeah, I want them to have equal rights. I don't have fucking time for all this other shit that people want to yell about. Sonic would agree with me and Karl Marx, you dumb shit. Ah! Tilted. Holy shit. Did you enjoy that as much as I did? No? You should follow me anyway and bully me about it. I love the attention.